All right, so let's look at multiplying rational expressions. So in order to do this, we need to simplify both of those rational expressions first, and then we can multiply, cancel common terms, etc. Right? So let's start with our first one there in the numerator. I've got 10h squared minus 9h minus 9. A is not equal to 1, so I need to use my AC method. So 10 times negative 9 is going to be negative 90. So I need to multiply to negative 90, add to negative 9. So I think we can use negative 15 times 6 and negative 15 plus 6, and that should give us our negative 90 and then that negative 9 that we needed. So we're going to split our middle term. So I've got my 10h squared minus 9h minus 9, 10h squared minus 15h plus 6h minus 9. First one here, they share a factor of 5h, so I'm going to be left with 2 minus 3h. No, 2h minus 3. There we go. Okay, and then again, remember this has to be a 2h minus 3, so I need to factor out a positive 3. So this one is going to give me 5h plus 3 and 2h minus 3. So that gives me that first piece. So I need to do it again. I'm going to go to the second numerator here. So I've got h squared minus 16h plus 4, and that looks like a equals to 1, so I can kind of factor this the simple way. This also looks like a perfect square trinomial. H squared, 64 is a perfect square, so I think this one's just going to be our h minus 8 and h minus 8. All right, so in the denominator here, we've got a 2h squared minus 19h plus 24. Again, a is not equal to 1, so I need to do my AC method. So 2 times 24 is going to give me 48. So I need two things that multiply to 48 and add to a negative 19. So I think we can do, let's see, negative 16 times negative 3. Yeah, negative 16 plus negative 3. So we split our middle term, right? So we've got 2h squared minus 19h plus 24. This is going to become 2h squared minus 16h minus 3h plus 24. Factor by grouping, so the first two share a 2h. We'll be left with h minus 8. The second two, remember we need an h minus 8 again, so I need to take out a negative 3. So this one's going to factor to 2h minus 3 and h minus 8. Whew, all right, we got one more to do here. So I've got my 5h squared minus 37h minus 24. Once again, a is not equal to 1, so I need to use my AC method. So I'm going to do 5 times negative 24, which is going to give me negative 120. So I need two things to multiply to negative 120, and that are going to add to a negative 37. So to accomplish that, so I need two things. Let's go with, if we do negative 40 times 3, that should give me 120. Yeah, and then negative 40 plus 3 should give me that negative 37. So again, we're going to split this middle term. So 5h squared minus 37h minus 24. So 5h squared minus 40h plus 3h minus 24. The first two share a 5h, so 5h, I'm left with h minus 8. And again, remember, the second one needs to have an h minus 8. So I think I'm going to need to take out a positive 3 to accomplish that. So I get 5h plus 3 and h minus 8. All right, so now that I have that, I can rewrite this and I can simplify and cancel common factors. So in the numerator here, I've got my 5h plus 3, 2h minus 3. The first denominator, I've got 2h minus 3, h minus 8. Second numerator, I've got h minus 8, h minus 8. Second denominator, I've got 5h plus 3 and h minus 8. And remember when we talked about multiplying fractions, we multiply straight across. So this is actually equivalent to just saying 5h plus 3 times 2h minus 3 times h minus 8 times h minus 8, all divided by 2h minus 3, h minus 8, 5h plus 3 and h minus 8. And now we just cancel our common factors. So I've got a 5h plus 3 in the numerator, and again in the denominator. Let's see, 2h minus 3, yep, numerator, denominator. H minus 8, numerator, denominator. H minus 8, numerator, denominator. Ooh, look at that. So after everything canceled, remember when we cancel, there's technically kind of this understood 1 that we've multiplied by, right? So when everything cancels in the numerator, I get a 1 over 1. And so this will all just simplify down to 1. So again, when we're multiplying, this is going to be just like we've learned with multiplying fractions. We just have to start by simplifying the numerator and denominator first, and then after we do that, we can multiply straight across and then cancel common factors.